basically, the story starts when I was 20, before I met my husband, when I got on Tinder and met this guy that I actually knew from high school, but I didn't know at the time because I didn't even recognize him when I saw him on Tinder, but he recognized me. So by the time we started talking, he said, "Oh, you know, I remember you," but I didn't remember him. We weren't in the same class. We were just in the same high school. And after a few weeks of talking, he was like, "Why don't you come visit me where I live?" And he was in a city close by to the city that we are from originally. And I was like, "Yeah, why not?" Okay, because I was familiar with this city because it's the capital city, so I was going quite often there. So when I got there, I think he missed the part where I gained like 10 or 15 kilograms from high school, and I think he was surprised seeing me like that. I mean, this is just my theory because our date went crazy. It was shit. So when he came to pick me up, this guy, you guys, he took me on a work day with him. He was like a delivery man for food, like Uber Eats or something. And the whole day I was in the car with him, just like making deliveries and waiting for him. So it was really crazy from the beginning. And after he finished like his work day, he took me to wash his car, which was very romantic, you guys. And then we went to his apartment, which was like, to be honest, it was a sketchy little tiny apartment in a sketchy area that he was sharing with his brother. So I was like, okay, but his brother wasn't home, fortunately, because after we got to his apartment, he was like, "I'm gonna take a shower," because we were going to see a movie. And I was like, "Okay, you do you." And I think I changed my clothes. And while he was in the shower, he was like, "You know, my friend is gonna come with us." And I was like, "Okay, your friend, nice. It's a date or a friendly meeting." And meanwhile, he was in the shower. This guy rang the door, and mind you, I never met him ever. So he was like, "Yeah, hello, how are you?" And it looked like he knew me, but I don't know if he knew me or if he knew me from like his friend. But it was really awkward at first because he was in the shower and I didn't know this guy that was in the house with me. So I was in a house with two strange guys, okay? So please don't judge me. I know it was stupid of me, but mind you, I was just out of a long-term relationship, my first ever relationship that ended up in him cheating on me. So I wasn't really in the right mind doing this, but yeah, I wouldn't do it like now, but I know it was stupid of me. So after that guy came to his friend, we went to the mall to see a movie, and the best part was that I was not in between them, so I was sitting next to the guy that I was like supposedly on a date with, and the movie was really bad, by the way. I don't remember the movie name because this was like 5 years ago, but yeah, pretty bad movie and pretty bad company, I must say. So the movie ended and we ended up like taking a stroll around the mall. It was like, I think, pretty late, and after that we went to this guy's house, and his friend left us, so it was just me and him. And I went to take a shower because you know, pretty rough day. And he ended up staying and opening So okay, not the same, not the same. And he like put a movie again. It was a movie with Bella Thorne, and by the way, you guys, I started hating that girl after this disaster date, because if I see her, it reminds me of that. It's like kind of like PTSD, if you can say that. And we like watched the movie. He like tried to cuddle me, and I was like, okay. And the craziest part comes now, because he sent a Snapchat, like a snap, if you guys know about it. He sent a snap, and he so happened to have my ex's sister on his snap. I don't know why or how, because I don't know how they knew each other. But it was a photo taken from the back, so I was with the back at his camera, at him, and you couldn't really recognize me if you didn't know me, but somehow she did, and she took a screenshot. You guys, when I tell you my face was on the floor, and his also, because he knew my ex, but he didn't know that he was my ex, you know. And I don't know if he like hated him or something, but let's just say it went downhill from there. So yeah, red flags after red flags, and the worst part is that we didn't even really like click. You know, he wasn't my type. I don't think I was his type, because he was like the kind of guy that was like, oh, girls shouldn't do this, girls shouldn't do that, and I could never stay with a guy like that again, because my ex was like that. And to be honest with you, I was stupid enough to stay with him, but now I wouldn't ever do that again. So then we went to sleep. Nothing happened, by the way, because if something happened, I would be too ashamed to tell this story. But yeah, we went to sleep, and then the next day when we woke up, I don't think I even had the coffee or something. I just like packed my bags and left. And mind you, our agreement was that he would take me to the bus station, because I got there by bus. And our agreement before I met him and I went to stay with him, was that he was gonna take me to the bus station, and he was like, oh, I'm too tired and shit like that. And I was like, okay, so you don't want anything to do with me anymore. Like I got it. I had the same feelings towards him, and he like gave me some money for a taxi, and I put him like, please help me like take this my luggage down the stairs, because it was pretty heavy. Even if it was just for one night, it was pretty heavy. And he was kind enough to do that for me, and he saw me off. And after that, I think I messaged him, and I was like, you know, it wasn't the greatest date I've ever been on. I don't think we are a match for each other. And he was like, yeah, I have the same feelings. I was like, okay, great, because I couldn't like keep this anymore. And then he was like, this motherfucker. He was like, oh, would you give me the money that I gave you for the taxi back, bitch? Like, no. I was like, yeah, right. Give me your account. And I never sent the money. By the way, I blocked him, and that was it. I never seen him again, because again, we don't live in the same city anymore. And I'm married now. I have a kid. Like, I hope he doesn't remember me, but I think he does. I don't remember his face, by the way. I don't know if it's like from the trauma that happened, but I don't remember his face. I don't even remember his name. So the chances of us ever like recognizing each other are pretty small, because I wouldn't recognize him even if he was in front of me. But maybe that's the way my brain works, you know. I hats